Hello everybody, and today I'd like to talk to you about Provia Window EcoLite series. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Okay, that's how the window looks from the inside, and this is a double hung window. We are going to be able to tilt in both sashes. So to tilt in this window is pretty much nice and easy, like all double hung windows. You just raise it a little bit, and then you can tilt this sash for easy cleaning, as well as you do the same with that one sash here. So it's pretty much nice and easy to clean, and with, like I said, double hung windows do all of them, they do the same. The window has night latches right here, pretty much nice and easy to operate. You just pop them out like that, and now you can ventilate a couple of inches at the bottom, or you can do the same at the top. You just move the screen to the top of the window. Once you are done and no longer need the night latches, you just push them in like that, and that's it. Now you can open the window all the way, almost all the way to the top. We have here this stops. When you look at the window glass, it's a little bit tinted, so it has low E argon gas, but it's actually optional. So if you want to have a clear glass, it's possible to do clear glass for whatever reason as well. So look at this, how thin the window sash is. So it's gonna give as much of the glass real estate as possible once you install these windows into your house. So the only thing right here, we have this sash stops, which kind of don't look extremely nice, but on the other hand, you're gonna have right here on the top, or most of the time you're gonna have blinds, so probably you're not gonna see these window stops that much. But anyway, I think it would be nice to be without them, but at the same time they play both another practical role to replace the balance system. Actually, you just pop them out and replace the balance system, so it's much easier to maintain the window if anything goes wrong with the balance system. Okay, so yeah, let's check it out and have a closer look at the interior of the window, how it looks like. So right here we have sash lock, which is made of vinyl, and we have these two side locks, vinyl as well. And keep in mind, this is an entry-level window by Provia. If you want to have something better, you have to go to mid-range series. Okay, so let's tilt in the sash and see how the energy efficiency, how much of insulation we have in that window. So right here at the top we do have one weather stripping, and right here we do have air stops as well in the corners, which don't look extremely nice, but on the other hand, your sash always is locked. Who's gonna see that? Then we have intermittent rail to prevent any air leaks, and right here we do have another, that interlocking median rail as well. So as far as weather stripping goes, we have here, it's a double weather stripping, which again, I'd like to remind you that's an entry-level window, so double layer, it should be sufficient. And at the same time, this window, it's actually not Energy Star qualified in northeastern US, so basically it's more kind of like for warmer climates, like south parts of the US. So U value of this window is actually 0.3. So if you'd like to have Energy Star qualified window, you have to move up to aspect window. The top sash doesn't have any weather stripping here, but there is some weather stripping inside that top sash channel. I can feel it with my fingers. So when we lock this sash all the way up, I think it's going to be pretty much tight at the top. And for the interior, this window is available only in white colors, and there is no options for the locks as well. It's same, everything's gonna be pretty much standard white. The balance system is right here. It's a constant force balance system with about 5,000 cycles, so I think it's pretty much sufficient as well. Who's gonna open the windows for 5,000 times? That's the exterior look of the window, which pretty much looking nice and chiseled. When we get closer, you can see this beautiful rounded beveled exterior, not extremely thick or too thin. At the bottom we have the bottom sash still tilted in, so that's the only weather stripping that we have at the bottom is right here, which is flexible, not a Rubbermaid, but flexible material, so which is good. And right here we have another weather stripping that goes to the bottom sash. And the window doesn't have a whip holes, it just has this cutouts, which is positive again. Those whip holes, that's pretty much cause a lot of problems when they get clogged with spiderweb and dirt. So this window, it means that it's a fusion welded window. The seal is a little bit sloped and all the water flows through this cutouts to the outside and never gets inside the window. So it means that it never is gonna get inside the house as well. Okay, so we have here a corner cut, so we can measure and see the total thickness of the frame and the sash of the window, which is 2 3/4. And like I said, it's pretty much impressive how thin it is, the frame itself and the frame of the sash. So it's gonna give you more glass real estate. Okay, so the glass chamber, it's a double pane glass and it's 3/4 of an inch. So this chamber here is filled with argon gas and the glass is low E, as well as the spacer, pretty much flexible and steel spacer and filled with black rubber, so it doesn't expand too much, because when other spaces, especially aluminum spaces, then expand too much, break the seal, and then the moisture gets between these two glass panes and the glass gets foggy. In this window it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, much less chances, which is nice to know. Okay, all in all, I must tell that's a nice entry-level window. You know, if you're a price shopper or your budget is tight, you can definitely go ahead and install this window. When your windows are too small as well, it's going to be a nice option, but just keep in mind it's not Energy Star qualified in northeastern US, because the U value is 0.3 and it has to be 0.27 at least to be qualified for the colder climates. But if you live in the south of the United States, definitely you can go ahead, install it, and you know, enjoy this window. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.